Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. And for those of you that are not familiar with EFT, you can pop into the box below and there will be a link to my website. There you'll find some handouts and details on the specifics of the points. So you'll be set and ready to go if you want to learn more about EFT. And if not, just follow along and can't really get it wrong. So that's okay. And those of you that are familiar with EFT, you of course know what to do, follow along. Whether you choose to echo my comments or stay silent, either is fine. And thank you for being here. Tapping on the side of the hand. Even though I have this extra weight on me, somehow the pounds just sort of snuck in, and a kilogram or two as well. I deeply, compassionately love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though it's common to gain a pound or two in the winter, I think I gained a little bit more. It's time to let it all go. I don't need this extra weight on me. I don't need the weight on my joints or the weight on my body. And I don't need to go buy a new set of clothes. So I choose to release this excess weight and return to where I was before. Even though I have this extra weight that surfaced, I don't know why. I'm not quite sure how. Well, maybe I do. Too much eating, too much sedentary life. Somehow it snuck in a few extra calories. And I deeply, compassionately love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I have this extra weight, I've been carrying it around a few days now. Oh, a few weeks now, maybe a couple months. It's time to let it go. I choose to release this weight, whether it's from being sedentary, whether it's just from too large portions, whether it's from a lack of vitamin D, that hormone that says, brain, put your fork down. Thank you, stomach, for letting me know. Maybe it's just a matter of some emotional eating going on. Just not feeling good about whatever and just feeling peckish, feeling like I need to snack. Maybe there's some cravings for sweets or cookies or whatever that magic treat is. I deeply, compassionately love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I'm concerned about this extra weight, concerned about what it might mean for my future, concerned about this shifting identity, getting reacquainted with my body, I deeply, compassionately love, accept, and forgive myself. Starting at the top of the head. All this extra weight. My clothes are getting tight on me. Where'd this weight come from? It doesn't affect my character. It doesn't affect my values. It affects my body. It affects my image of myself. It affects how I see myself. This is the spot underneath the arm where the bra strap is. This extra weight. Where did this weight come from? Which dinner was it that added those too many calories? Which walk was it that I didn't go on? That time I didn't go to the pool? That time I was too lazy to get out to do some yoga? That activity I just didn't do to burn those calories? Under the arm again? That time I just did a short workout instead of the long one? The time I skipped completely? Maybe it was what I was eating. The cookies, the candies, the cake, the second helping of pasta, the second helping of dinner. Oh, that was such a yummy meal. I just needed an extra serving. I was kind of craving that food. So I had another slice of pizza. I had another bowl, put more on my plate. Maybe I didn't want to throw it out. Maybe I didn't want to store it in the fridge for later. Somehow it turned into extra calories. And those calories found some spots in my body because I wasn't exercising enough to compensate for the extra eating. But I can turn that around. I can reverse that. I can correct that. I can lose this weight. It's another project. I've been successful at a lot of projects in the past, so I can be successful at this one. I know there's a lot of stories out there about weight and age. I'm older, therefore I'm going to weigh more. But that's not true for everybody. So it doesn't need to be true for me. I can let go of this weight that surfaced. I can get active again. I can return to that previous level of activity. I can cut back on the calories. I can change the type of food I eat. Lower density calories. I can increase my metabolism. There's a lot of things I can eat to increase my metabolism. Spices like cayenne and black pepper. There's things I can do. I know where all the books are. I've heard about all the diet programs. I can take action steps here. I can do this. I really can. I can let go of all the guilt because I'm not going to beat myself up. My body's the way it is. And if I'm embarrassed, if I'm ashamed, if I'm feeling guilty, then it's harder to lose. So I'm going to love my body. I'm going to accept my body the way it is. And as I love my body and love myself, I'll love it by taking care of it. I'll love my body by eating well. I'll love my body by exercising. I'll love me by exercising regularly. Maybe even every day. Doesn't have to be a lot. A walk around the block is enough. But I can love my body. I can exercise well. I can eat well. And I can lose this weight. I don't need to hang on to it. I can let it go. Age doesn't really need to matter. Some people age and gain weight. I don't have to. I can let the weight go. I'm strong enough. I'm disciplined enough. I can let the weight go. If it's emotionally eating I'm doing, there's a tap for that. Maybe I can look at the guilt that's having me run to the fridge. Maybe I can look at the anger. Maybe I can look at the boredom that's sending me to the cupboards. What's the emotion behind the emotional eating? Am I not feeling good about myself? Do I think I'm not good enough? Am I trying to create a protective barrier? Maybe if I gain some weight, I won't have people making advances at me. Maybe people are accusing me of being too skinny. Maybe people are jealous, and I don't want them jealous of me. So I'm sabotaging myself. What is it behind the emotional eating? A little bit of loneliness? Am I feeling alone? Taking comfort in food? When I identify the emotion behind the emotional eating, I know there's a tap for that. I'll find the tap. I'll release the shame. I'll release the sadness. I'll release the loneliness. I'll release the anger. I'll release the guilt. I'll release the sense of inadequacy. I'll release all the pain. I'll release all the heartache. Whatever it is that sent me to the cupboards, or sent me to the fridge, or stopped me from exercising, I can make changes. Maybe I just got busy. I can reprioritize my schedule again. I can put exercising back towards the top again. I can make exercising a priority. I can drink more water. Water's calorie free. I can have a glass of water. Drinking a glass of water before every meal. Glass of water when I wake up in the morning. Glass of water mid-morning. A glass of water before lunch. A glass of water mid-afternoon. A glass of water before dinner. A glass of water mid-evening. A glass of water before bed. I can drink more. I can consume a lot more liquids, and a lot more water. Lots of times, when the body is hungry, the body is peckish, it's not really looking for food, looking for hydration. We don't always know how to distinguish between the two. So we go for the food instead of going for the water. But I'm learning now. I can go for water. And if it's boring, I can add a bit of lemon or a bit of cucumber without adding a lot of calories. I can spice up my water. Maybe a pinch of salt just so it tastes different. But I can go for more water. I can take care of my body. I can nourish my body with good food. Taking care of my body. Letting go of the empty calories. Not nourishing my body. Going for nutritionally dense food so my body feels satisfied afterwards. Because I'm going to let go of all this weight. I don't want it anymore. I don't need it anymore. It's not serving me. I've learned the lesson. I can let it go now. I'm making me a priority again. Making my wellness a priority again. Loving me enough. Loving me enough to eat well. Loving me enough to exercise. Loving me enough. Eating really well. Exercising regularly. Burning those calories. Slimming down. Imagining myself slimmer. Imagining myself fitting into those smaller clothes. Letting go of the larger clothes. Seeing myself slimmer. Envisioning myself with less weight. feeling better about myself, easier to move, loving myself more, regaining that flexibility, regaining that endurance, slimming down. It's okay to be sexy and slim. It's okay to lose the weight, feeling good about my body, letting go of all this extra weight, letting go of all this extra weight, get into the exercising, eating properly. I can do this. Loving my body enough, loving my loving me enough, getting my emotional needs met in other ways, finding other ways to meet those emotional needs. Maybe a bubble bath, maybe a massage, maybe some journaling, maybe a call to a friend. Self care doesn't have to look like calories. I can do other things for self care. I can take care of me and take care of my body. Taking care of me, taking care of my body. Take a deep breath and another. And every day you can flip back to this tape and go through the round again until the weight comes off, and or check in once a week and make sure we're clearing what needs to happen until the weight's gone. And thank you for being here. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.